maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Steve Decatur's Seahawks Gymnasium, your host for tonight's Bayside Girls Basketball. Tonight we welcome the Clippers from James M. Bennett High School. If I could have everyone's attention for a brief word about sportsmanship. Steve Decatur High School welcomes everyone to tonight's contest. As each team represents their respective schools, we remind you that honoring the values of sportsmanship is the essence of every athletic contest. We ask you to accept the responsibility as a fan of this game to show respect for players, respect for coaches, respect for officials, and respect for those around you. Your support and cooperation will allow all athletes involved in this game to achieve and demonstrate their best. Please be aware this contest is being live streamed with both audio and video. Conversations in the stands may be audible on the live stream, so please be mindful when conversing, cheering, or commenting on the game. Worcester County Public Schools' #1 priority is to ensure the safety and security of our players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Help us keep our facilities and athletic venues safe by immediately reporting any safety concerns to law enforcement or school administration. Remember, if you see something, say something. Thank you. Now, if you would please rise and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. We ask that all gentlemen remove all hats and head coverings for the duration of the anthem. Now, let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the visiting Clippers. A senior playing guard wearing #1, Eden Emhoff. A senior playing guard wearing #22, Caleb Moore. A senior playing guard wearing #40, Sanaya Mills. A junior playing forward wearing #10, Jenna Stauffer. And a sophomore playing forward wearing #5, Sanaya Leonard. The Clippers are coached by Darren Rogers and assisted by Craig Mitchell. Now, Seahawk fans, make some noise for your starting five. Playing forward, a 5'11" senior wearing #41, Sadie Kaufman. At guard, a 5'10" junior wearing number 3, Allison Swift. At center, a 6'1" sophomore wearing number 24, Mackenzie Burnell. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore wearing number 4, Jocelyn Tyre. And at guard, a 5'6" sophomore wearing number 15, Peyton Tyre. The Seahawks are coached by Ricky Tracy, assisted by DJ Braun and Dan Stearman. Don't forget, tonight's game is being live streamed on YouTube, youtube.com/SDHS Sports. Send it to all your friends and family. Check out the game, play-by-play.
Welcome to the Hawk's Nest. We're here live. My name is Jessica Beck. I am a Stephen Decatur High School 2023 alumni. I attend the Catholic University where I study architecture and civil engineering.
I'm Shelby Roseman. I'm also a 2023 alumni here at Decatur. I attend Coastal Carolina University where I play lacrosse, and I'm very happy to be back here on our home court.
Yeah, we're here for Decatur versus Bennett girls basketball. It should be an exciting matchup. Bennett is always a strong Bayside opponent.
Allison Swift's first night back out here. She had an ankle injury in her first game, I believe.
Yeah, she came back on Friday, actually, against Chrisfield. But Jaz wasn't here that day. Jocelyn Tyre was out for that game. And they run the point together. So it's very interesting to see them both build that chemistry again going into the season with this game.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Allison bring up the ball here on the court.
Bennett's going to start a possession, pass to the high post. Wants to travel. Turnovers are obviously a big part of girls basketball. Shelby and I are both alumni of the Decatur girls basketball program, so we might know a little more about the sport than some of the boys who have come in on the past.
Peyton Tyre.
Ooh, good save by
That's a
Allison.
good hustle.
She's calling for it. Ooh. Sadie throws up the layup
Good
and
job,
it's
Sadie. I love Sadie on the court. It's only her second year playing, but she just always has that hustle and heart and everything. I believe she leads the team in rebounds.
Yeah, she averages like 10.5 rebounds a game. That is a crazy number of rebounds every night.
She is attending East Stroudsburg University next year to play lacrosse.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. She's a first-team All-Bayside lacrosse player.
Yes, she is. She's amazing on the field.
So what's your favorite thing about playing Division I lacrosse, Shelby?
I just think, there's a lot of benefits to it for yourself. Obviously, it's a lot of hard work, and it takes a lot physically and mentally, but that's what I like about it. Good things don't come easy, so. But I love my team. Your teammates always make it worth it for you, no matter what you're doing. You're always out there together.
And we're seeing a lot of our old teammates here tonight. we still really like these girls that we played basketball with.
Yep.
Communicate with them via the text messaging and social media.
Oh, yeah. I definitely miss being out here on the court with them.
Bennett's going to throw up a three. Allison's going to rebound it for the fast break.
Just holding there to 22 from Bennett.
Jazz gets the defensive rebound, looks to kickstart the offense.
Slowed it down there.
Oh, Mackenzie in the
out of Kenzie.
Mackenzie is intimidating in the post. Just her size. You didn't want to do a rebounding drill in practice against her. She'd just reach up right over your head. Slight communication error. Decatur's going to turn that over. Taking too long on the inbound.
Jessica, I was thinking the other day, do you remember our play that we put in called Overtime?
Yes.
That was like my favorite play,
Overtime.
but we never used it.
We spent so long rehearsing that in practice.
It was so fun.
And it was funny because Sam and I guess, but mostly Sam, very high basketball IQ, knows all the rules, knows the rule book probably forward and backward, was trying to coach the team into how you could run certain components of that play. And a part of that play was that a girl would run out of bounds to receive the running baseline ball pass from the girl inbounding it while she was out of bounds, which is terribly complicated.
Yeah.
And people weren't getting it.
It was trying to be something for, we had like 3 seconds left. We needed a bucket quick. I'm missing Sam Boger on the court too. She got a stress fracture in her foot. I don't know how long she'll be out for or if she'll stay as a manager or come back on the court, but we'll have to see. Either way, she's like very beneficial for the team with her IQ, like Jessica was just saying. I've probably never met anyone that knows as much about basketball as her.
I'm going to miss watching her in the Governor Challenge 3-point contest.
Oh, yeah.
Last year she won. They gave her a plaque that was in the shape of a number 3 and a pair of shoes that I don't think fit her.
We got Peyton Tyre subbing in for April.
And there's going to be a timeout. I see this team sub a lot. They like to get everyone on the floor. And that could have just been they lost a lot of people early in the season to injuries. And they lost seniors. We're 2 of them. So just seeing who's going to step up to the plate and be a leader this year. You have to play around with that in the first few games. Coming back after the break, it's going to be Decatur's ball. Right? Oh, no, not Decatur's ball. Decatur's going to go into a press.
Well, let's see how this goes.
That is intimidating.
Yeah,
I've never had a girl count in my face when I'm inbounding. I have had a girl scream at the top of her lungs, and the ref had to tell her, "You're not allowed to scream as though we should call an ambulance."
Oh, it's all right. I've loved watching Jocelyn, number 4, on Decatur evolve as a basketball player. Me and her trained together when we were younger, before I even was a freshman here at Decatur. So I've known Jaws for a long time, and it's awesome to be watching her just bring up the ball here on the court. She's gained a lot of confidence over this past year from last, and I love to see it.
Yeah, she's always had strong ball handling skills. I feel like last year we always wanted to see her shoot more and be a little more courageous.
Well, there she goes.
Here she's unafraid to throw up the shot. She's going to sink a three. I think the zone fits this team well on defense.
I was just about to say.
Oh.
Hey, is that what you have before down here on the
The bane of every basketball game is when the ball gets stuck in the rim.
Was it a jump ball? Do you recall? Down here
Did we ever have somebody who could just jump up and hit it out?
Just now? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, here's Jaws' three again.
Okay.
Swish. Nothing but net.
Beautiful.
What's that?
Now, of course, the Decatur boys team, everybody can jump up there and hit the
Oh,
ball
yeah.
out. Except maybe number 44. There's a bit of confusion as to who has the ball, because if it gets stuck in the rim, it's a jump ball.
We're good.
Bennett's going to throw up a three. It's also going to be good.
Swish. That was by number 10, Jenna Stauffer.
Swift's floater is no good.
Another three thrown up.
Oh, that one's going to be good too, putting Bennett
Another
on
one.
top. Just like that.
By Sanai Mills.
30-second timeout, right coach. 141.
Another 30-second timeout here.
Yeah, we knew this would be a close game coming into it. I don't think I've ever played Bennett in a sport and it hasn't been close. I played soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. They always fielded good teams for all of those.
Yeah, for sure.
Specifically their soccer teams. I don't know what they're putting in the Bennett water, but soccer over there is a different sport. We don't have any soccer players per se on this Decatur squad, but we do have several lacrosse players. Some girls run track, lots of two-sport athletes.
You know, it's really good to play multiple sports when you're a high school athlete, especially if you're, trying to go to college for it. Coaches really look for that if you're a multi-sport athlete.
Also helps with overuse injuries.
Yep.
If you're doing the same sport all the time, not good for the bones and the ligaments. But it's also good for IQ. Like this, the way you're going to defend this in basketball, very similar to the way you're going to defend in lacrosse, the way you're going to defend in soccer, almost even the way you're going to defend in like baseball.
Yeah.
Same stance.
My defensive coach at Coastal actually always uses basketball IQ with me because she knows how much I love basketball too.
And when you were teaching Sadie to play basketball last year, you would always give her lacrosse
Yep.
Lacrosse terminology. As
Nice,
she throws in
Sadie.
the layup off the inbounds play. Put Decatur in the lead once again. 40 minutes remaining in the quarter. 40 seconds. Man.
It's all right, Jess.
You go to college and you lose all track of time. You go to
very correct
architecture
statement.
school, it's always day. Or maybe always night. I don't know.
Jess, what are you majoring in again?
Architecture and civil engineering.
Okay.
My architecture school is actually inside of a building that used to be the university's gymnasium, and they still have the original wooden basketball floors.
Wow.
So I go in and I think I'm just going to a basketball game. I walk out and I'm like, oh, it's just like walking out of Decatur after the game. Bennett's going to look to put up one more shot in this
10
quarter.
seconds left. Double dribble there. Let's see if Decatur can get off this last shot.
This is not quite the application of overtime, but you still
Close
want to
to
have
it.
something designed for this.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
we used to have stack.
Oh, do you remember, Jess, when we would like practice? I remember one practice, we almost did it the whole time. We would just put like 5 seconds on the clock, and we would have to try to get something off,
Yeah.
just in case we were in this position.
Decatur does not get anything off in those 7 seconds. But they have another 8 minutes this quarter to extend the lead.
They're leading by 1 point right now, 10-9.
Looking at the crowd, we have some lacrosse teammates.
Oh
in the
yeah,
crowd.
2
Getting
Decatur
zoomed in
alumni.
on. We're going to take a quick break and be back at the start of the second quarter.
I got you. Thank you. Give me some of them.
We are at the beginning of the second quarter here. Allison Swift puts up
Swift's
a
gonna
3.
throw up a 3. 3 seconds in the lead.
That's another similar thing with lacrosse and basketball. You can also get 3-second violation in lacrosse.
Yeah. Lacrosse, it's a much bigger area though.
Yeah.
Lacrosse, it's either goalpost outward for about 10, 12 yards. No, it's
Yeah.
8
I'd
meters
say.
in a big arc. Can't stand that.
Good defense there by Jaws. Anybody knows me, you know that I love my defense. Big part of the game.
Shelby always had the dog mentality on defense. Nobody in the Bayside wanted to be defended by Shelby Roseman. Myself included in practice.
Oh yeah. It did have a nickname called the Glove.
Yeah, she was tied to her man.
The 3 by number 22.
You also looked so intimidating while doing it, especially in the new uniforms. But you had the leg sleeve on.
Oh yeah.
Somebody always did your hair in fancy braids. If eye black was permitted in basketball, you would have worn it.
I would have worn it. Definitely.
I, on the other hand, looked quite dorky. I had 2 knee pads and occasionally an elbow pad. And I wear sports glasses, which I now wear in steel labs only when I'm welding.
I think you looked great, Jess.
The Decatur press breaks down on that one a little bit.
I'm not sure if they're in man or still in their zone.
Peyton's going to look to push the fast break. Swift drives baseline. There's a floater.
And also to get that back.
Looks like they're going to slow it down a little bit.
Swift, let's go.
What a difference it makes to have Swift and Jaws on the field court. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Both able to just knock down a 3 at any time wide open in the corner. You can't leave them unguarded.
No. Good D again by Jaws.
It's a steal, Peyton.
I do like Bennett's black uniforms. I think they're new.
I feel like they always wore black, but these were not their black uniforms from last year.
Yeah,
Black uniforms are just cool.
always.
The Decatur away uniforms in girls basketball and are black. They're just cool.
They're my favorite.
When boys soccer got black uniforms, I was so jealous. What varieties of uniforms do you have at Coastal?
We have normally just white and black, but occasionally we might do some teal in there too. We got the teal turf.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's something different than the other schools.
Does it get hotter, cooler than other turf? That would be a science experiment.
Yeah, you should do that, Jess.
Average turf temperature at Coastal Carolina.
Careful with that screen.
A lot of
And
travel
it's going
there.
to turn it over on a travel. In comes Lila Gunther. She's a freshman, so I don't know a whole lot about her, except that I've watched her and she is quite good.
Yeah.
Here, her pass just misses the mark.
Good D again, Jaws.
Good job, Kayla. Yeah! Good shot, Tanaya. 18.
15 white. That's okay.
Go up, Tanaya.
Ah, they look at your home field.
Hey, there we go. Yep, teal turf right there. Football games are the best. For any Ravens fans out there, Isaiah Likely actually is from Coastal.
And it's going to make their free throw, making it a 10-13 game in Decatur's favor. The ball movement on offense has been really good so far this game.
Good job, Jenna.
You get stuck in hard places when the ball isn't making it around the court.
Bennett's looking to slow it down here.
There's ball's going to stay here. Bennett's going to get the opportunity to run an inbounds play from the baseline. The best kind of inbounds play, if I do say so myself. We always had intricate baseline inbounds plays.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was always confident in our plays.
In comes April with the neon pink shoes.
Let's talk about the shoe game here for Decatur.
So
I
Swift.
think they like pink.
You think? I don't know. I was a little on the fence about that one. Yeah, pink is a theme. Oddly, I don't know if the viewers can see it. A lot of the girls on the bench have some variation of gray in their shoes, which I think is cool.
Yeah. I know Swift has a collection of shoes.
She also got a pair of shoes from the Governor's Challenge last year.
Yep.
She won the skills competition. It was an obstacle course of dribbling and passing and shooting and sprinting.
It was really cool to see both Sam and Allison win the same night to represent Decatur.
Yeah, we didn't represent ourselves very well earlier in the day.
No.
But that night we did really well. Decatur's going to pick up a foul on that one.
13. Yep.
Looks like it's going to be on April.
We got Alexis Berry subbing in here for Swift. Berry's rep at number 11. Love to see it.
Yeah, she's been with the program since her freshman year.
Yep.
Which was, of course, the year our season got canceled.
Berry has had some clutch threes for us in the past. Clutch.
We used to call her Playoff B because somehow in the playoffs she would just like, something would awaken within her and she would just sink threes.
It was awesome. Do you remember we played Parkside? I think it was our junior year when Kayla Brady threw up the three and we were all like, no, but then she switched it.
We were trying to stall a little bit, so we passed it literally all the way around the three-point arc. And Kayla throws up this three. Kayla's not much of a shooter, very much a post player, very athletic. She throws this up, and all the coaches look at each other like, no! And then she makes it and they all like stand up and cheer.
Shout out to Kayla. She's another 2023 alumni. She attends Coastal Carolina as well.
So many moments in Parkside games.
Oh yeah. Those were the best.
Just that same junior year, Nadia and her threes and buzzer beater
Oh yeah.
halftime in that game. Nadia Bullock plays for Salisbury University. I believe she's redshirting this year.
Yeah. Definitely one of the best basketball players to ever play here at Decatur.
Oh, for sure.
We missed her last year. Nice fast break layup there.
It's going to bring the game within 1 point.
Got about a minute left here in the second.
Jaws is going to turn it over but get it back.
Stepped out of bounds there.
Love this Decatur gym. but sometimes the sidelines are not vast enough. We need more space. Like Pocomoke has a college court.
Do they?
Remember, we used to run extra long sprints the day before Pocomoke
Oh, yeah.
because they have an extra long court. But that's, of course, the court size that Nadia is playing on now at Salisbury, and also the court size that Maya Gardner is playing on at Bowie State.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to Maya Garner.
Yeah, she's played, I have her stats. She's played 9 games this season.
Woo!
She averages about 9 minutes a game. 16 points on the season. It's just her freshman year, Division II school. It's really good.
Let's go, Maya. I believe she's in Florida right now with her team, which is awesome.
It's really awesome. Probably nice weather compared to the flood we had today here in Berlin. Schools got delayed for that. Schools are delayed tomorrow, 1 hour for flooding.
All the teachers and students are happy about that.
Did you have to explain fog delays to anybody at school yet?
Not yet.
I had to explain that at my university. My roommates didn't get it.
What did they think about it?
They were just baffled. So at the end of the second half, we have Decatur at 13, Bennett at 12. Teams are going to go into a locker room break, regroup, see what they come up with.
Yeah. We'll catch you back up here at the start of the third.
Black ball coming out. Possession out good? Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a friendly reminder, we're right back here tomorrow night. The boys are in action, 4:30 and 6, tip-off time. Join us tomorrow night. Last game of the 2023 here in Seahawks Gymnasium. The boys will compete in the Governor's Challenge over the holiday break, so check out that on their schedule.
Oh, I see her right beside Coach Ryan. Yeah. I was off doing it.
And we're back for the second half of Decatur girls basketball against Bennett. Close game.
Decatur's only leading by 1 right now.
Bennett's going to start with the ball, trying to make something happen on offense. Bennett gets trapped in the corner.
I'm not sure what the call was there.
Either way, Bennett's ball on the baseline. Swings it to the top. Looks like Bennett's Jenna Stoffer's gonna sink a 3.
Decatur's in man now. I think they just a little confused on who their man was there.
Giles gets trapped at the high post.
Shout out to my dad right now who's watching from home. Hey, Dad.
Your dad is the best fan. He's like quiet and loud at the same time.
It's like the perfect way to describe him.
If he's yelling he used to yell at me from the sideline a bit, like coaching-ish. And he would be like a little whisper. Like you're across the gym. Sorry. Same thing with Sam's father.
Oh, yeah. I
always
heard his
had
voice all the time.
You always had animated fans coming to your game. Did we bring up the Bennett game from last year? Your choice.
Yeah, you know what? Last year.
Last year, we're playing at Bennett. And this Bennett girl just gets frustrated and shoves Shelby as she's handling the ball up the sideline. And Shelby's aunt stands up in the
Shout
stands
out,
and
Aunt
says,
Kathleen.
"That's my niece."
I was really embarrassed. Another, our game against Parkside last year, they like put the camera on her. I think it was halftime for us, and she was like going around to all the students and like trying to like get them hyped up.
We had a fair student section to begin. I was impressed with the amount of people who came for the JV girls game. I don't know that all of them have made it back since halftime yet. Bennett sends it into the high post. Ooh, give and go.
stay Bennett's ball.
See the clock. 6 seconds.
Oh, shot clock's at 6 seconds. Bennett under pressure. Throws up the floater. Is that a floater or a hook?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Tie game here in the third quarter. And 15, it's a rather low-scoring game for basketball. But it's because the defense is really good.
Yeah.
Tends to
both
be the
sides.
case. We've seen both teams make stuff happen on offense.
Stop dropping yourself.
30 seconds.
Bennett's going to call a timeout to preserve that possession.
It should be. Here, we can do it. Yeah. Hold on. I think I did it instead of the other one.
Here we're going to return after the timeout. Bennett's ball in the corner.
Got 9 seconds left on their shot clock.
9 seconds to make something happen. Looks like Swift's going to throw a foul and laugh that one off. I feel like you know a lot about fouling, and I know a lot about getting fouled.
I don't know what you're talking about, Gus.
No, you got a lot better. Shelby plays really good defense, and sometimes really good defense with not as great offense leads to refs calling fouls. But they're trying their best to keep everybody safe out there.
Yeah.
I had a tendency to let people throw me around, as in throw me to the ground. Lots of bruises later, here I am. Still
Gus,
okay.
you were the Rodman. They would call you.
Yeah, the clean Dennis Rodman. Keyword, clean. Adjectives are important.
Dave's looking to push.
Jaws is going to throw up a 3.
Oh, just
in and
missed
out.
it.
That's the place where adjectives don't matter.
Good hustle, Sadie.
Sadie's going to get the steal to turn it around. Allison Swift's going to push it up the sideline. And she gets fouled on the floor. Let's see what baseline inbounds play they've conjured up. Oh, whatever it is, it's going to get Jaws open at the block for an easy layup. Yeah, we're seeing some man defense from Decatur now. That's good help, though. McKenzie on the block. Swift driving, tries to throw up the reverse.
Jess, you had that reverse
I
down.
probably only had 2 moves. I had a reverse layup and an occasional between the legs that I threw in there.
You really perfected them.
Bennett gets a steal. Sadie's going to have to make a tough defensive choice. Yeah, my advice, if you're going to have moves, go for quality instead of quantity.
I like that.
Like Mackenzie. Quality jump shot. You might not see her out there throwing the Euro steps and the behind the back spin move nonsense, but
All that jazz.
just a solid fundamental jump shot.
Got April subbing here.
Look at this jump shot. Sets it up, holds
Swish.
her form. Perfect. We have Gunther back on the floor, and April's in. Hard to
Peyton
miss
and
those
Jaws
shoes.
taking a break.
Swift hits it off the side of the backboard. A laser of a pass down the middle. It's going to end in a Bennett walk to Cater's ball. 2 minutes and a half left in the third. Indicator's going to call the timeout. What kind of offense are you going to draw up here if you have the choice?
What do you think, Jess?
I would throw in picks. I really like picks. I didn't always like picks. But a well-set pick, especially with the three-point shooters we have, maybe an off-ball pick to the corner. Roll Swift up, roll Jaws up, catch and shoot.
Nice play there. Yeah, picks are definitely effective if you do them the right way.
I guess I have Coach Paul from the Ocean City Fast Breakers to thank for my now love of picks. Shelby and I both played for the Ocean City Fast Breakers at some point in our lives, on and off.
I think a lot of girls around here have.
Yeah. Really good program for Ocean City and Berlin and Ocean Pines youth. But man, I tortured Coach Paul when I was in middle school because he wanted me to set all these picks and I just kept asking why. I was like that annoying toddler. Why?
The question.
Why? Why? Sadie's going to try and make a move in the post. No good. Swift on the ground. That's why she wears the knee pads.
Good sportsmanship there by 22. Good job by Kenzie.
Kenzie just using her frame, using her height. 2 power dribbles and up.
I was just about to say the bigs need to work a little bit more on, I think, setting themselves up in the post. I think Sadie, I've told her a few times, I think she forgets about her pivot foot sometimes that she has. She can also take the dribble, put it up off the backboard too.
April throws up the shot, and it's good,
The deep two by
giving
April.
Decatur a 6-point lead.
They're looking to press a little bit here. I think they got into it a little late.
Bennett's going to drive and get fouled. That's Sinai Mills going to the line for Bennett.
Got about a minute and a half here left in the third. Decatur up 23-17.
That's only Mackenzie's first foul this game. It's really impressive for a post player. Bennett's second shot rebounded by Sadie. Monster on the boards. 10 rebounds a game. I can't get over that number. That is a lot of rebounds.
Nice.
And now she's wide open in the post.
Good look there by April. Looking to set up their press here.
Everybody immediately finds their man.
Right ball there.
Seconds left. 18 on the shot clock. Decatur turns it over.
I think that was a little miscommunication there, meant for April.
Yeah, it finds our cameraman in the corner instead.
Josh subbed in for April. Ooh, that's a steal right there for Josh. Good job, Sadie.
Look at the way Mackenzie steps over to create that trap, that help defense. And Sadie angles her hips, gets her to the baseline. Jaws drives baseline.
Nice
Oh,
move there.
so close.
Eight seconds left for Bennett to get off a shot here. Let's see what they can do with it.
Not much as they turn it over against the pressure. Decatur now gets a look at the basket with 4.5 seconds left. Jaws is wide
Three.
open, sends up the three.
Oh.
No good. Did we decide if 0.3 of a second is enough to throw up a shot? Someone used to know like the concrete number that was not enough.
You would know that, Jess.
I thought it was 0.3. Or maybe 0.3 is like the last possible amount of time. Anything under 0.3, then they just call it.
A big thing in all sports is if you make a mistake, don't show it. You know, don't hang your head. Mistakes happen. Just have to look for the next play.
That was one of the biggest things that upperclassmen would tell us before we tried out our freshman year for sports.
Body language is everything, and everyone can notice it. I also love sportsmanship as well. As I mentioned earlier, I saw number 22 help pick up one of our Decatur girls.
Yeah.
No matter how close the game is or what's at stake, sportsmanship always counts.
here we are in the fourth quarter. And ultimately, whatever happens in this game, everybody's going to walk back and go home. Decatur's going to go to school an hour late tomorrow. But they'll be back in the hallways, and what you're going to see is their sportsmanship and their attitude and their body language in all facets of their lives.
Block.
Block
Swift.
this in.
They're less about playing music and more about scoreboard.
Peyton tried to lob it over there to Kenzie.
Giles kicks it from the baseline. Mackenzie at the high post. No good. Swift gets the rebound, though. She's going to call for the screen.
Fast break layup here.
Yeah, that's Bennett's. Number 22, Kayla Moore. But Sadie on the other end, she's going to throw up a contested layup.
Nice job, Sadie.
Still a 7-point lead for the Hawks with 7 minutes remaining. But we know how long 7 minutes can feel,
Right.
especially in the fourth quarter. This is that thing that coaches tell you. These are the moments you're running for, fourth quarter.
Kenzie fighting for that down low. Looks to be Decatur ball.
April's checking in for Allison Swift.
Push that, Giles. She'll shoot two at the line.
Yeah, Giles bringing up the ball in pressure. That full court Bennett press. Getting her way to the line for 2 shots.
It takes a lot of experience to, really be confident in bringing the ball up with pressure.
A lot of people hitting you on the arm with a mat or without a mat. And that only gets worse in lacrosse.
Yeah.
Because then you get all the bruises
All
on
the
your forearm
bruises.
because they're just hitting you with that carbon fiber stick.
I had a lot of those in the fall.
Tell your family and friends, no, really, it's all right. It's just lacrosse. It's just basketball. Bennett's going to make an uncontested layup there. Miscommunications on the man defense.
No. He's solid.
And Giles throws it high over the Decatur bench. But immediately you see all 3 coaches giving her the, it's okay. Like, you're fine. Breathe, calm down, next play. And there's the next play.
I'm really loving Coach Tracy's shoes out here. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. Some nice blue heels.
Yep.
Decatur colors.
I do not have the balance to walk in heels.
Steal by
Sadie
Sadie.
pops up for the steal. Decatur turnover.
Allison Swift actually is leading in steals.
Good. Any notice?
Yep.
4 per game. Got Lotus Wise
Lotus
checking in
Wise.
here. Our fans here love Lotus, as
Yes.
do I.
She also averages a really high amount of rebounds, 5 per game, coming off the bench. And look at the way she plays defense.
She's ready.
What's that?
on a girl who's maybe a foot shorter than her. Swift throws up her layup,
That's just on the right
gets
thing.
fouled.
Oh, okay. Ugh. Just trying to fight there, right?
Here you can see Coach Tracy's heels.
They're almost blending into the strip around the
Yeah.
sideline. Bennett's got some.
Let's steal here. Ooh. I
Lotus
think we need to possess it here.
Yeah, it's been a bit crazy for the last 3 down and backs.
Everybody's flustered right now.
Scrambling. Bennett throws up the 3. No good. Sadie brings it down. This might be the point at which.
3 by Jaws. Almost there. Good job, Sadie.
Yeah. Sadie with 2 rebounds. Lotus with
And
1.
Lotus
That's
out
why
there.
they have.
Yeah.
That's a good foul. I think that's going to slow the game down right here.
Hopefully everybody can catch their breath here.
That whole time I was trying to start the sentence of maybe this rebound Sadie decides to slow it down. Maybe this rebound
Yeah.
Bennett decides to slow it down. And they didn't make that choice. So I just sounded like I was stuttering.
Hopefully after this, they'll know to slow it down.
Here comes some fresh legs. Well, fresh and used. They got to rest.
Jaws and Lotus taking a break.
April and Mackenzie back on. Well, this will definitely slow it down as Bennett takes a timeout. I guess we'll be back after this break.
Three. Yeah.
Four minutes, 42 seconds left in the game. Looks like Decatur struggled against the press a little bit there. It's going to be Bennett ball. But Sadie's going to make a steal. And Peyton's going to push it up the court.
Nice pass. there.
Finds April on the fast break. No good.
Maybe get a better angle there for that layup. Good D.
Sadie's going to get fouled after that steal.
Sadie's just everywhere on the court. Always hustling.
That's athleticism for you. The athletic mindset. Where do I have to be next? Is it on defense? Is it setting a pick?
This is what I tried to tell Sadie last year. And a few of the newcomers this year. You know, it doesn't matter if you never
There she
play.
is again. She has 3 steals in the last 3 Bennett drives.
Even if you've never played basketball before, you know, it just takes heart and hustle. And like Jess said earlier, you know, have that dog mentality.
Yeah.
He'll be good.
Fourth steal for Sadie. What a quarter she is having, and what a quarter she can have with no shooting. Like, none of those plays she shot, none of those plays she dribbled, none of those plays she did any of, like, the standard things you think of doing when you say, I'm playing basketball.
Yep.
But those things make the difference in a basketball game.
You gotta be tough.
Mackenzie hits her first free throw, increasing the Decatur lead to 9.
I always loved having some clutch free throws during the last few minutes of the games.
Sadie
again.
Again. Woo! 5 steals. That's an assist.
White ball again.
Wow. Offensive foul.
7-1.
It's early in the season right now, but when you get all of our fans in here, it gets packed quickly, and that just makes it even more fun.
It's an offense. It's an offensive foul.
It's
I
so loud
remember-
in here.
It's an offensive foul.
We were playing in the regional championship right here in Decatur,
It's not.
our freshman year, or not junior year. And there was a moment where it got so loud just before a timeout. And I just stood there like, I am just living in a sea of sound. It was so surreal.
It was awesome.
Then you got try, right?
The boys last year definitely had
Got try, right?
those type of crowds.
DJ was trying to.
And they're going to
Us as
continue to
well.
have those types of crowds.
Definitely. I'm excited to see what they do with their season. A lot of the boys coming off of state championship for football. I'm hoping they can get one for basketball too.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to go to the state championship football game because I'm in DC at school. They were in Annapolis at the Naval Academy. And the community support for all of Decatur sports.
There was over 5,000 fans out there for the state championship. 3 hours away from home for us, but we still made it.
I especially saw that Worcester County community support in a very lovely fan
10 seconds.
and great woman that we lost recently in Sarah Thompson. She used to come to almost every one of our games. She had a special chair on the sidelines that we put out for her. It was really saddened to hear about her passing
I
away.
remember always coming out of halftime, and I would go right by her chair. She would always have some words for me to help me out, and I just loved talking to her. She was our biggest supporter for any sport here at Decatur. She just loved it. She would definitely be missed.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left in this Decatur game. Looking to hold on to this lead. Bennett's going to travel, giving Decatur the ball. Bennett's not going to apply any pressure out of this inbound. Going to drop back into a 2-3. Sadie's going to go up and get fouled. Just in the right place at the right time on that play. Decatur, of course, is in the bonus now that Bennett has exceeded 10 or 5 team fouls this quarter.
taking a break as April goes in. Free throws are everything, especially, I mean, in any game. When you get down to the fourth quarter and it's close, they really mean a lot. I remember we always did, at the end of every practice, the free throw runs.
Oh, the free throw.
Woo! Those were worse.
Bennett
It
cuts
definitely helped.
They did. They were a nightmare at the time. At the end of practice, the coach would line you up on the line, have you shoot free throws one by one, and you would run for missed free throws. And you felt like you were letting yourself down and the team down, and you're exhausted, and you just want to leave on a Saturday morning. As this game winds down, we want to highlight our broadcast schedule for the next few days. On Tuesday, that's tomorrow, December 19th, we will have some student announcers here calling the Decatur versus Arcadia boys basketball game. Junior varsity at 4:30, varsity at 6.
Blake Wallace and Gunnar Kettner back here announcing those games.
49 seconds left in this Decatur girls basketball game. Decatur's gonna start with the ball here. Swift running the point. April throws up a 3 off the backboard. Swift gets the rebound. Decatur's bench looking for the foul, but no call. Bennett possession.
15 seconds left.
Sadie with the rebound,
Sadie.
racking up those stats.
Look at her running down the court.
And Decatur is going to hold the ball out to defeat the Bennett Clippers 35-25. Our final score here at the Hawks Nest.
Don't forget, right back here tomorrow night, the boys are in action. Take on Arcadia from Eastern Shore, Virginia. Come check that out. You can't be here in person, you can always watch on YouTube.